हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम बैक टू वंदना's ट्यूटोरियल। आज हम करेंगे क्लास 9 इंग्लिश का 1.3 हैव यू एवर सीन के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स। इसके पहले हमने 1.1, 1.2 कर चुके हैं। अगर आपने वो वीडियोस नहीं देखे हैं तो ज़रूर से देखिएगा। प्लेलिस्ट का लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा। और बच्चों, अगर आपको इस चैप्टर का पीडीएफ चाहिए तो भी आपको मिल जाएगा। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में होगा, जहां से आप उसे डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। आपको हर एक चैप्टर का पीडीएफ है वो प्रोवाइड करने वाली हूं, तो आप उसके लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स चेक कीजिए। तो फर्स्ट है हमारा वार्मिंग अप। थिंक ऑफ 5 होमोग्राफ्स एंड लिस्ट देम डाउन, देन राइट 2 sentences of your own to bring out the difference in meanings। अब होमोग्राफ्स क्या होते हैं बच्चों? होमोग्राफ्स वो होते हैं जिनकी स्पेलिंग तो सेम होती है, बट जो मीनिंग्स होते हैं वो डिफरेंट होते हैं। तो यहाँ पे आंसर है बो। द प्राइस स्लोली पुट डाउन द बो एंड एरो। शुड आई बो इफ आई सी द किंग? आस्क्ड द लिटिल बॉय। Next is content. One should always be content with what one has. You must always check the nutritional content of what you eat. Next is live. One must learn to live within one's means. It is dangerous to touch a live wire. Minute. His voice was getting louder every minute. There were minute particles of dust in the air. A tear fell from the eye of the old woman. Tear the paper into 4 pieces, said the teacher. Find examples of pun with the help of your parents or teacher. When words with the same spelling or pronunciation are used in such a way that they convey more than one meaning, the figure of speech involved is called a pun. Now some examples are here. Where do you find giant snails? On the one ends of giant's fingers. Where do you find giant snails? On the ends of giant's fingers. Next, how do turtles talk to each other? By using shell phones. You can communicate with a fish by dropping it a line. What do you get from a pampered goat? Spoiled milk. Now write down 3-4 examples of interrogation used in the poetry. So in winter comes, can spring be far behind? If you prick us, do we not bleed? What's in a name? Now next is paraphrase. The poet asks if anyone has seen a sheet on a riverbed or a single hair from the head of a hammer. He asks if the foot of mountain has any toes or if there is a pair of garden hose. He wonders if the needle ever winks his eye and why the wings of a building doesn't fly. He also asks if you can tickle the ribs of a parasol or open the trunk of a tree at all. Finally, he asks if the teeth that a rake has are going to bite, or if the hands of a clock have any left or right. He wonders if a garden plot can be deep and dark, and what is the sound of a birch tree's bark. The next is reading for understanding and poetic devices. Read the following poem carefully and do the activities. First is simple factual activity. Fill in the blanks. The poet wonders if the teeth of a rake will ever bite. The foot of a mountain has any toes. The ribs of an umbrella can be tickled. There can be a shit on a riverbed. Now the poem, it's given here and the glossary is also given. Just find out the meanings of the words which you need. Complex factual activities. What is the pun in the word plot here? A plot means an evil or wicked plan. A plot also means an area in a garden or some place. The poet asks how a garden plot, one meaning of the word, can be the evil and dark, the other meaning of the word. Write 2 lines from the poem that you find the most humorous. Justify your choice. Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? I find the humorous because I can just imagine someone tickling the spokes of an umbrella and trying to get it to respond. Does the needle ever wink its eye? I find this humorous because I think of myself holding a needle that is winking. Activities based on the poetic devices. Now find from the poem 3 examples of each. Interrogation. Have you seen a shit on a riverbed? Does the needle ever wink its eye? Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Pun. Has the foot of the mountain any toes? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Personification. Has the foot of the mountain any toes? Does the needle ever wink its eye? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? Next is alliteration. Or a single hair from a hammer's head, or open the trunk of a tree at all. And what is the sound of the bird's birch bark? Find the rhyming words from the poem. Stanza 1, bad head, toes hose. Stanza 2, I fly, parasol all. Stanza bite right, dark bark. Down. Appreciation of poem in point format. Title, have you ever seen? Poet, an anonymous poet, मतलब जो poet के बारे में हमको पता नहीं है कि poet कौन है, so it's anonymous. Rhyme scheme is AABB. Figures of speech. Interrogation. Can the garden plot be deep and dark? The question is asked not to get an answer, but to make one think. Some other figures of speeches are pun, personification and alliteration. Now the theme or the central idea of this poem. This is an interesting and amusing poem where the poet has made use of plenty of puns just for fun and enjoyment. The reader is expected to enjoy the play on words and appreciate how the same words can have a different meanings. Now the same thing is given in the paragraph format. So bachcho, you just read and write. Pause the video, and if you want to write in a paragraph format, you can write it. Next is vocabulary focus. Homograph. From each of the line in the poem, pick out the word that is a homograph. Write its meaning in the context of the phrase used in the poem. Then write the other meaning implied in the question. So in the stanza first is bed. It's a piece of furniture. And other meaning is bottom of the river, sea, etc. Head, upper part of the human body. Part of a hammer with which we hit a nail. Foot, part of the leg on which a person stands or moves. Base of a mountain. Hose, a pair of stockings or tights. A flexible tube. Then second stanza, eye, the organ of sight in one's face. The hole in the blunt end of the needle to pass a thread. Wing, an organ in birds meant for flying. A section or part of a building. Ribs, curved bones extending from the spine to the sternum. Thin metal spokes attached to the central stick of an umbrella. Trunk, a large storage box. Woody stem of a tree. Third stanza, teeth, had structures in the mouth for biting and chewing. Long metal prongs on a garden tool used for cleaning leaves, etc. Hands, the end part of the arm beyond the wrist. The pointers on a clock that show the time. Plot, an evil or wicked plan. A small area of land. Bark, the sharp cry of a dog or fox. The hard outer covering of the tree trunk. Then poetic device. Fill in the blanks in the sentences using appropriate words from the brackets to make puns. These are the words given in the brackets. The answers are given directly and underlined. She had a photographic memory but never developed it. He was struggling to work out how lighting works when it struck him. Every calendar's days are numbered. Bicycle cannot stand on its own because it is too tired. I am reading a book on anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down the book. I would tell you a chemistry joke, but I know I wouldn't get a reaction. What do you call Watson when Sherlock isn't around? Homeless? I would tell a history joke, but it is too old-fashioned. Activity. Form groups of 4 or 5. Think, discuss and at least one more stanza using the same style and devices as the poet has used. It should include homograph, interrogation and the same rhythm and the rhyme scheme. So answer is, do elephants bath with their trunks on all in a batch? Have scientists created a flea from scratch? Are the bees having a house swarming parties, honey? Did the lion spit on the clown because he tasted funny? Further reading, Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. इसी के साथ में हमने चैप्टर पोयम 1.3 हैव यू एवर सीन के डाइजेस्ट के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स फिनिश किए. अब हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में करेंगे 1.4 के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स. तब तक टेक केयर एंड कीप वॉचिंग वंदना's ट्यूटोरियल. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू.